manapo. And don't forget, it is only this year that you a rampant report of the first say you say no moji say and I say ya chinko for you say omutuya is 2 years come gone where it is 5 years ago thereabout. Now Nkrofo actually were coming out about 8 years ago. Nkrofo were actually coming out say apo yenya you say after they have finished the paper. Until say I about that thing in the bada my man that so be cancel in conclusion. Legon and as most of the universities in Kolana they churn out from the free SHS now. Lectures no more university. I'm catch say someone cannot even write properly. But for the media women cannot let me try me. I don't care because I know your language. But then Nkrofo were totally out of the system. Said they didn't know what they were even about to do in the university. We and for they were so like they were not qualified to be in the university. Simply to put it simply, and you make sure say at the end of the day from the so-called free SHS reintroduction. By the time you get to the university, you should be a quality material to be able to, as it will go through what is happening at the university. Boy, now say you can't say, oh,
say the other time, meaning say one I can say, your manner, your form will be a military, yes, will be a enti member yem fa mono. And yet this say you so dear by you know. When him say omofa English language or motimi ebubumu mofra omunya A1 to C6 no 37,712 and no ye 8.18%. Na wo munya E no E honum no 54,294 representing 12% in teenage say obi any that so obeko military.
I don't think so. That is the idea say me kwako feel because me person me call into the service. I don't think so. And it will never
what failure you can't have access to it. What do you mean?
Fine.
Because we were here, yes. Automatically, we are very rejected.
So in the course of
disqualified.
Exactly. So in the course of educating them, even in the classroom, if you're a teacher, now say you have the students at heart, you can even use all this as part of your teaching. So why you don't want to? It be a washing room for one. So why you don't want to? So what police are winning? Military, but you see, I am against also that factor. Say, work through exam pressure was will be now what failure. So failure doesn't mean you can do something, but the military, the police, etc., immigration, all of them are refusing to pick Nkrofo or more failing mathematics and answer English. I don't get it. I said, you know, I'm not revising because. A bad disadvantage in Nkrofo be Brianka. Otherwise, they would have been able to do something to help the nation.
The first time we go into the office doesn't mean say that there won't be other activities that be involved. We say for instance, before say say untume nkana so bit me atra wo say any panel ofo aso maybe you akona akwa report na de so wo twema nti eno sa no so obeyede
and my men can be binchro Ghana police mama my children na men try control cry na ya meka enso na Nkrofo MP I know of police personnel our more charge office they can't write so we ba no be logic complain to write me niece me niece in fact na I order fugu mu breme the boyfriend not a police name so back ra say guy nya case ba ho or sending no say manya case ABCD na me niece no meti hobi o matro
no the man no copy so just imagine and when him say a lot of people out of reporter positive binum extra
exactly but you see o fan Nkrofo na say we the panic charge officer don't say we pick nipa we feel say oye qualified nipa guy now or your trust statement no across the board no service no be especially the police service we do much you know me say and so be say dodo na obi trauma omo.
Now, once I fall into the service, it perceived say you're qualified to be in the charge.
You see, when you go into the police service, it's not about writing alone. There are many fields, there are many sections. This is what will be about. Yes, I am too.
Shine for you know.
DSP. So say I'm saying tram crowd Kofi Sapo. And then I call school Newton purchasing no supply.
Okay.
Right. He's intelligent. Plus say unimayon to. Now you will be a just a woman practical and the bema and for instance obi come military as one tram mathematics. It does not mean say construction work only to me be or military. The various regiments that they have. And he said, Nepano say, you're good at mathematics, even engineering field. No? And yes, the BN the mathematics not in your classroom. It is different. So on the job training, anyone has practical aspect. Everybody patching theory in the classroom. I'm a verse and I said, a hammy. Say will be a fairly subject A, B, C, D, you know. Yeah, and fan of military and police. They should revise that thing because there are a lot of potential people in the services.
Okay, Medasepa. I was a phone call. My dear, Ecoso, yeah, a bush paying Felix Kofi Monko. Ewo Ahase na National Democratic Congress Communication Team member. I was a paying me watching what's I say.
Mabada.
Na enye so no na.
We would have been for one tea and Barbara. Because
it's another book on the fugu.
I'm the dream, you're dreaming together.
So we shall pay my father was a daddy. Oh, sir. And I know.
No. Yeah. Regina's and that's I know the Apple man. I say, no, dear. Now, Medawasi, Minchia Tefu, Naminchia, one production team, Naminia also, Minchiano. Na Menuabia, Asimbi or Manu and Pesanka make answer na me the topic, me the others ready for more free so. Ama young man, menum, young janum, yenuano money, ye manuma. What on ade?
Okay.
Say yes, there won't be especially when I tongue dokunone kokunte and a fufu. I will kurum my horseless to bidi. Office foot to bidi. Because docunomony had an annual leader horseless in the koto.
Okay.
As a meaning and say, Yenina Yawani won't say brew kotoku. It could do 1,002 and 1,005. Yamia dom. A brew kotoku na ba 350 and 400 Ghana. Yes, Rewong. We the inside the Yensayam. Mabena. Omonso a mobile docuno, Yankas or Monteto bonoso. Or the 5 cities in Umbetona will increase the size and the Kakara. As a meatia. So be a yakas $1 near Kaguta for us. See a Kaguta for us, near jar from one. Ordinary person, no, and yet made to Fuini a dear quay. Well, one would he? It is a cocontain much and 5 hours. So see a abafom. Sack number from there. It's Remo. Increase the size and the Marante Kakra Ukrum. Uberi one could do fufu become a 20 Ghana. Don't you say answer? It's where the other Serena made a fair free so. So yes, $1 above from near prep abosio kindful. Gutafun comes 1 to 1 near Maso. Emma Yenisada Omomoton electrical appliances. Baby, reduce woman Emma. It reflected the system. Yes, we are menum from 1,000 to 1,000 about 400. If you to the phone will increase one size. Or the 5 now till so never how, and now 3 cities now till so never hour increase the size. No, way you know, yeah, better now born a basso. They are more customers. Timidasi. If he na sorry, more young, I just say, or the interfere gumenum. No, what to my gumeno, Miss Member, Betoma, I'm afraid to your crapim. Young man carried away him. Yes, na Yawada, yes, you do to see a being na near to so a friend, a yaw there bay, and I'm paying for a beino. A yawda copim, ne Memeneda, I be seen a casino. And he had it to Adolfinian enemy. so womra meta yen achi na asema to yeni na wo awodofo better than him pesi ni maame afrim better than maame afrim Sunday ko me ne nyina akọ ayi Saturday no wa amanase nti ye fi wona ye bedu yi na asema esi we achi nin nti ye man shedding
na ne so ata na nka
wa na ni so ata no eyi de e ba no wani so ayo tototototo te won a woni mu no na ya won frɛ ne man shedding and I say oimia ya asema eda ye nganim primpring ye mofra okoye okotro wasi ebua na result aba no ade a say abonyenyen wonga wonyem behyehyɛ won yem hyehyɛ won wonga wodi awere wodi wonga wosum esu na won birim so ya won ani agye nso ani agye na ade a yaw pa wo wi ase de se obese wo mmere nyina esua de na final day a wo yen so hwe na o result ba no we feel deep da oni pe bi o wasase su bi e be de yaw obedi yaw result is started by me na nipa be basa e de nkita wo school for ni bi oba ku feel ni nyina on the also ni nyina text message o me phone me say
10 is subject
of now you say either o feel ni nyina wow I will tell them I think 8 or so o feel ni nyina asema ka kire o se me feel ni nyina anka oba ku nso e ka kire me say o feel 2 na fiti saa na dwona Sunday na akopim ne Monday no be 12 to 1 no need here fairly too na what's a integrated science and mathematics my friend call maths good enti we do mo ya oba ko nso de when fairly bi kura na mom ni 2 eyi ewo mu no ye E8 o say my friend there no say you pass but na ho de beko because credit and eno no so de bebom enti difficult to say obetumi de ewura be dia so de wura na if he fan ya ba bedu sabre say u fail say u be prepare well you fail to execute it so on said yet no ye wo yen Ghana education service yen ankasa yen politicians ni bi deliberately adangano amanyosem adisua no adisua nankasa yesua wo manyem no yen politicians ni bi for convenience sake and for political expediency nti ya dangano amanyosem nti the right thing e wo ese ye no ne ma pa wo ese adamonga isi etu na ma yan asomdwe na ye nyampuntu no ya to atwene ade e me yaw na se meri bi me nya menim yaw se obehu dia ya na waka me emiri bi na ready bi won Ghanaian Times mu na report no say World Bank at the buy and say in 15 to 17 years coming no it was about 5 years 6 years ago ya hwe ni ya mofra ye be produce won wo manye mu no wo be empty
o ma wi school so na hwe ni
wo wontim and ye betina se ni aka no kwara me I interact with people we will group be ya me lead and sometimes I lead them and maybe some questions and here sometimes no near film ba no what be the one dem say but this person the standard no me say broso when we interact with them in public places we know you was so be kaya 2023 Ghana Law School SRK mass eyifobi SRK won say one standard be low UG law student to be 20 they sack them they failed to meet that GPA you know they couldn't meet
academic performance
they couldn't and na nyama we nyina wo sometimes ni ebuye ni eguso na ye hwe
na no bu sopanyi hwan ya sede
I know na me guso be say politicians ye ntumi nyi emfim
okay
ne fe ye wi ya ba wo foso na politicians ne ya de aye wo mani beka na maka because me nua MPP ni so na won ye meme ka sempe na ma kire bebe afi o kai say ye wunya mampani the former president of the Republic of Ghana it me be na no ka kire say you are my graduates, go and write these exams and shame the naysayers in this country.
That's not naysayers necessary.
Naysayers necessary any review. Naysayers na say mo mukani.
Review on
free SHS. Finish. Eme kudu ya me you say free SHS ne kura no wo a be say won review bia no you mean cancellation. So that was their interpretation. It got to a point where a parent you don't even have access to your own child in school.
How?
PTA was disbanded. They have no say. They have no
access to ways that there are visiting days.
No, the visiting days in there. You see, a woman visiting days.
Maybe we need access to contribute to what is going on
academic performance and the school improvement in the adeno. Here my mama was example. Who say COVID by ma nkofukura course work of our mama school ayeye.
It is in a way panic because schools a lot of them the letters by say parents and makuma and to omoyem no munya such issues be almost so more than the measures put in place because a banner sana say I will for no mudi hu kasa mokofa a banner say bema when you about school
yanti say enye school for ni nyina no awofo nyina no so kofa wo mawo no te say ne bayaren no so kofa da ba enya awofo nyina na ko so munya wo ye ma no ma ye mfa ye nkofie. It wasn't like that.
But sometimes no say nipa yenti ase oh no wakofa ne banze then there's a possibility because there's a pandemic. Inti the first year this will be by yare nko no so kwa de ene mama so mama kofa me de no so anko yare. Maybe sometimes there's a processor and guess and parents any being to go through once.
The process no matter what say when you were chinye. But so them say school for the through that every way. Ebi film. You see, the American in Aquacosi say it got to a point that a whole head of states. Our money in our say, I catch it on say, you are my graduate. Go and pass these exams and shame the naysayers. My friend, we when him tell was starting school, we go school for 2-3 weeks and we be here. First year, we be here and we be home for Easter break. Watching kakra about 2 months or so, and we could be a month. It was school, we be a month, and now we be here better than a year. Walk away and walk from 2 straight. They spent about 7 weeks in our class, and we move on call from 2. One production now, if you want to buy it, any. So our process in our family, any, and the 2. Now you woman say, many abia. I say, Adia, you ne say, Mofra would be be show mo say. School no coning in an apart from everything. Obey to me and ya. Obey to me assistant in the final day of exams. Mofra no sa na could do timing. Mesama example. Who can say Mofra be cultural exams was Central Region, Western Region war. Walk and we say, Apona, what the ma woman, Anto. Then what your man paying over Crimea? Efe. Nay, in a corner. I didn't any woman. Upon Anton, or Huro man paying so pana passa.
No man paying in a cassia
and no make catcher say that is the assurance or the she woman.
Oh,
you see, no, and it can catch us uncle passing. You see.
Go and pass and shame the name.
And shame the who are the namesayers? Who are the naysayers?
Now, maybe I say naysayers. No, I say more can say they should review.
Sir,
they say they should go and do any dubious.
I make a choice. Say, my friend, Uncle say, no man seven say. Upon a what the ma wong na wukosia no no. Walk where na nton. No lipo she wonkuran mo wo yes akutupa ne nyina no onipa no wode won ane wie no so they insulted the president.
No, and I know. But Sano Mokai say they're insulting the president based on say one more mapona and Antoana.
Makaza say make a Matthew unya boa hu ni nchichemu. Matthew asanka bia wonu mu aso. Asem bia woka hu baby efi. Mo frani bia won ano na asem woka ne se yakosunya de. Baba ana ma kire yen say yensu awe na baba. And ya dan the Sian
and they say teachers no more accused.
You see, why not top at school come on, Mofrano?
I buy the top at school come on.
Yes, I buy the top at school within 2 years. You know, no top at school about 64 million.
The scandal that
yes. Was it in existence?
No.
During my
no.
We didn't even have that.
No.
We had to look for it ourselves and all. But we
the
taxpayers' money.
Taxpayers' money. 32 million times 2.
Yes.
64 million. And he had him out. Once one could see a pass. You can't want them. Never the teacher no. A minister and praying or no. It to me what I say no mereso. Same and I no be mereso. Oh, be bad no be take you over March. No from March. That August. When I start exams within 5 months. Do you blame that person? And if I know from 3 dada. Final year dada. Not much Ghana Education Service in Pedro for be take you over. They take control.
Okay.
Not much if you want to control exams. August. 5 months. Utuminya akukuduru o awuko campaign na wonhwe so nya campaign. Konya akukuduru because beblemu obi a won take you over. No way you hu afim. Enso nkrofu twa ipe. Sanka ayi result ube. Ko baba Johnson won hyehyɛ ya wo yai.
Oh fire.
Backing vocalist for mo.
Abusiani.
Any abusiani pay window. And one of us can walk. Abusiani na kasa o.
What was the eternal? Na ya dia ye kanyina ye keka funo ne ye keka madam pang. Na ye pa kire ni na say ade aba na ye asefem ye ka bi de serew. But na ye yawo. You can imagine say we are to me spend this kakakra. E dia hwe wo makakra tutu mo wirem dia hwe no akọ school sometimes no say visiting days kura enema nkoyie. But we try to tutu mo wirem akọ sra wo ba. Now finally asema efi mo ba ye eye hu pa Ghana fo ade aba na eye hu na moma yemfa achitai papa entire Ministry of Education ne GS achi because mo fura entumi nko school enya access to tertiary institutions no eye ukani nyina aboma over 220,000. It's not small you 220,000 they will not have access. Why? Because of uncrophobia negligence.
Four subjects.
Yes.
Social studies, English
maths,
integrated science,
yes.
And then commerce.
You see?
Yeah, commerce.
Yes. These are the basic year, and also the word required. And so the word to me, my friend, fairly about 52% of and we're fairly.
Now, always opinion. Make I say, Uraya or Kasa, Alberto, so can be. Edra, I bet your former by no more can say, we should devoid of politics. But now we can say it's a blame game. At the end, about the done negligence and about then we will still remain at ground zero. And you're not a bit free more bands so moving forward. It will be the same thing. I didn't see na yen devoid on that. Na yen who the actual problem. Na yen solving yen kwe name.
And into the make say only pa or this hard way no na or the actual befi no the ones in a buy. Dr. Duchumun said that would him say need deputy so IAB Reverend wouldn't always all less years what less years now what passing in our their compare we a deputy was supervisor of free I could do sabri few power now within 5 months 6 months 7 months with the blame no kwako now maybe sounds say yeah
and come maybe some baby this year no yeah, assume sen kamofra ne passe chain past years and can see be attributed to them.
You debate attributed to them. No credit to do. Oh yeah. Oh, me say when say me can't say be in just anyhow and speak anyhow and go. But me chere say sa de no we no yeah wo ye ekosi. O say me yesi ya no wato aso. But the same ofra na up over 220,000 ayina aye enko universities no yes maybe nim say we must have access to receipt so betumi a receipt here
you can register
yes WAEC for no omonhwe na say bibi no betumi aya abo encourage you ma we should encourage them the parents.
But I think that will be next year
no problem. From 17 years up to 20 years 21 years. And there's nothing too late in life. The only thing is that the Ministry of Education Haruna the year no and GES year no and also come Emasadi here to me aba and the GES and Kasa the Aba said this is the result of the true state of our education. Yes. This is the result. The true reflection of our education system in India.
Okay,
because one Minister no Kachiro said the integrity of the examination no say it to me intact. No massaging of figures. Teachers in Ankasa to me about out to say ebirima oye bold to me about. Na me say enye abange twa mu nkwa mere so. Eye de dada onyina teachers bi to me nya akokuduru etro result. Mo friend say onya exams paper no etumi nya bi e de mamofra no akọ
solve questions
ba won e ade a e wo ho wo tertiary institutions na bi mu support nkrofo but ni ewu ni say edusa na obetumi aye afa no sa but the mura e say we hear the practical ideas the true nature and no input no bo say no de nam it yes rewon papa so next time how can you even implement free SHS for so many years without a review, without academic or whatever review? You say you don't want to review anything. It's bad.
Until within 5 months, have you been able to review?
Oh no, because the president of the Republic of Ghana put some team together and of stakeholders in India, including Kofi Saramo, obi oye education EBR or the one kotenase. Akacho say young education you know a problem. Mama yen hwe ba bia tokuro ne da. Wonga kwa kotenase. Obey blueprint no whatever ba na fe ye dia ayi ye dia ye adwuma anti president are you ready so betumi aboa na teachers na won na won aso ye ding na won antie na about 19 of them so ye wogina prosecution we try one and a headmasters na won the one who say won anhwe ni ye no wo ho confirm a won adwuma bebo no won the work wo film they say no and no matter the integrity of this examination that me produces this it if in there kono aban nko so anonya ne saa parent nso ye hu biribi enya moma ye nkasa enya aban no na ode de ba enti saa de ne nko yi a wo se wonka moma ye nka moma ye future no ento bi nye enyina ho ye ma ye
okay answer na meda awale di Hayford the asema said the mass failure is because the exams malpractices was reduced this year period until Hayford Ediawode Abba Enono Sandra Enede Sandra Wusu. Good morning. Our leaders are just playing with our children's education in the name of politics. It is very, very sad. Okay, what a country. Inti Sandra Ediawode Abba Nono Sabria Yekase. So Mamifa Frederick Diento so okay, Frederick there on the sort on credit. Abna, please tell your panelists that they should remove their glasses. We want to see. I want to see their Perry William Watson. No. Okay, Perry, you Matson. It's also more person who when you feel me can okay. Yeah, can say a while. Has a while Mohammed MPP communication team member. Nanki Sheni mo say honorable ni quite titles global unfortunately or no one a while and ababisi na wa kwaba yemia bibi abokode your poor wasi student candidate result chief examiners reports should guide solutions meaning say nra we expect for some momody atuja onso so nra pa abontene no wa hunu bi akenkan bi penfo a kire wo madwene wo de emfa someone embo info
you me dase ma menchia ya hwefo ne yatifo nyina na menchia mpanifo adi kan kasa na menkasa me dase pa for this opportunity. And person who me brand din se na be ya.
Abusia Penny Felix.
Okay. Yes.
So Penny and the party no.
Abusia Penny unfortunately one tracky na buy no kra the omoye in terms of education. Ka tracky anka won ka say there are experts a omoye ho adwuma ne na keka ho. Wo hwe NDC manifesto omo can say first 100 days omoye commitment on education. Omo can say omo be convene national dialogue on education, okay? Omo ye ekohia wo ho. Omo ye no man frɛ Catholic bishops, omo man frɛ Christian council omo schools nyina to the extent that they had to complain right to them. Asa no mo frɛ omo akɔ ho ni bi. Ama omo akɔtena se adwendwen ye school no ho asɛm. Nti experts bi ani baabi a omo ye adwuma bia. They completed their work and submitted to Haruna and Haruna Ejuma. That is one. Two is that me nimpon same mother same father echo senior high schools free senior high school maybe. Obi eno wo cha PTA. There was parents association mako every year na me call.
No.
The child said the child dues abide absorb the dues, but they call us for meetings.
PTA.
Yes. I say ebia obusuani ankwa just say
buy no reinstate PTA. Me na me say houses
no parents association.
Houses no and be on man no call for meeting na parents na akwa kushia but as to say PTA.
Yes. Parents teachers no no parents association instead of parents teachers. It's not teachers and couple.
Okay,
exactly. So na parents me call job in senior high school not less than twice. Me call Amas girls. Omu mi nyina girls no omu nyina ewie Amas girls. Ba ku wie just this year or maturity. Me call parents association meetings not less than twice. So obi eni ho cha PT the name PT you know. Ye yifri ho ye the parents association but aban so absorb the dues. Na first ni ye tua no eti de na parents ni nya ne se omo support ama ye de sisi dan ne na keka ho o kai se ye start free secondary school no awu fo share Wesley girls e kan se omo atuetue sika omo beto plant ama school no you remember in 2018 e ma kan se da bi abai ka se o absorb no se omo agu fo no e na kan se omo pese omo ye se na be ya omo nkwala betibe e de no mo share there was parents association omo ye so me nuamo a omo di machi echo school a me akọ parents association amako Dwabe senior high school. I have even okay the phone in there. I can show your friends say even text message I almost send them me na me call meeting for the meetings na mako meetings and also na again what's the COVID time obi ko fa ne ba ya ka say mpene man fa ne ba. I'm even surprised he's even talking about this COVID time no the air say obi a novel yare na bai nti se obi enya yare na ye hunu wi a e de na ye contact tracing okay me akohwe e fa hin na ofai oba ha na okọ ha e ko ha nti na ye akọ na ye test ni pa omo ne nyina no e wo it is obi nya COVID within an environment I am person ni pa omo environment ko be pie because you sure say bia nipa na nya but I exhibit after 3 days or 4 days if you cry 1 week asa na aba into that time no enkola no school no se COVID cry wo school no mo ye bin ma wo fa akola no nko because we dey cry bia na the COVID na kofie e bia na wa catch but within the period that was the explanation that was given at that time I can say ye bin ma wo fa akola no nko because we dey akola no kwa obi enya COVID no school mo ho ye nim se oni no so enya contact ema at least etimi nya na eti ye man nka ho na enya contact tracing within the schools so say there no ebosobo a enye that is the second one again you see the SCN run be share no me wura ho pa looking at the number of people I was saying ka omoko tertiary institution enye university kwa tertiary institutions ni nyina 51% enko unim de enti ama ye ma hihye pa ye dede nani hu hancho a wo ka se 220,000. In 2013, nipa omo qualifier on betimi akọ school nyina out of 100% 23%. 23 in 2013. In 2014, 32%. it is 68% unqualified person between my tertiary institution. Again, 2015, now 25%. You buy you 2016, 32%. You buy you that trajectory. First thing I heard is say started the STEM education. Because we show passing now. Now failure no. Now science and maths. So started free secondary school. No, we started with STEM education. Science and maths technology education is starting. It is starting, you know. Maths na omo pass e wo Ghana ha nyina no equal 32% no. Move to around 40-something% for the first year. Gradually, and a bedroom ya a do by 60-something%. It has said the SC and Rano. As I see the industry of this country, when at Momo time no crano, enough current vice president, a education minister, no, Nipa secondary school, or more Mutimiko school and even 30%. Or more Metibako University, they are not even up to 30%. But they buy no. Regional STEM centers in every region. Accra Academy, turning into STEM center, into quality science.
So why are we having this?
I'm coming. Send me build a point and to be true. So, when your friends say STEM centers, yes, STEM senior high school, Smakumaku 11, Bako El Pasenke in the northeast region, Bako Ewo Awaso in the where your friends say western north, Bako Ewo Wejahaya. You start primary and JSS and also your STEM. You who say Aqualan will start maths and science or primary and JSS. A babwa, who could job this year? It's still gone. Before Arayan, it's you a primary and JSS. You started Bosomchi, a business. So we felt that let's invest heavily on maths and education. So the be a bit mania doctors, nurses, and they are engineers, you know, because we know science. And that was the reason we got to where we got to. A bedroom baby away. Okay, be about. Man kwalana po. Starting with job chudwa ko dia senior.
Past questions.
Yeah, baby. Okay, say omo kan say omo po anto. That is true. Sana omo kan. Omo say omo po.
Kwalano omo kan.
Kwalano sana omo kan. Yes, omo kan say omo po no anto. Starting with chudwa ko dia senior high school kwalano. Ibi kura no wo northern region ho baby upper east. Ama omo kan say omo so betwa ne zero ni nekega. The noble idea ni say me na me wo JSS by virtue of the fact that na me massive na yama misika ko waek ukọ waeka udi be one cd kwa etima pass questions be brave na de aba na de be suade ye ko secondary school no na ye top pass questions obi ato pass question wa ha se obi unibia otimi kwaje wunu ade na wa photocopy just to prepare yourself for exams. So aban hu se obi a ebia on regional capital a waek office wa ebia obetimi akoto and I say ehia badi a wontimi nkoto pass question to prepare himself for exams. Aban ye say obeto pass questions na mo na ya guide you on normal exams. So don't forget that WAEC, West African Examination Council. Before say you beba no
and you aban ne be mo so top pass questions are students.
They are students. And he bought it and gave it to them. Yehun so I Ghana in the last 6 years at top Africa. In the last 6 years, ya top Africa. You say ye omo pass it obia top 3 na Ghana kwala. Omo Nigeria for any other countries in the tro. So upon all the tro ya account in top. Again, and kwala umbejina your friend saying science and maths quiz. Upon all the bejina science and maths quiz. Lamin, girl that will free your friends say Volta region as I say, all school have children. Apo Aqualana or Adeso. Na Ochakwen Simbe 16 kilometers Kobano. Or call UK first degree or blood distinction or mama and masters and PhDs on to us. Or also upon all the air. You see, Adiana, you don't denigrate it. Adiana no problem about. Let's look at how we can solve the problem. Obia actually say 6 months into me from prepare Obia so functional exams are. Catch say onim what he's talking about. I'm a teacher. I was trained as a teacher. Again, me no win no. You do from 3 years. What is happening is that school no emma attention here by so from 3. obi akọ secondary school bia say bia wan go secondary school bia but who go secondary school from 3 first term second term especially second term and third term yet remember day students kra na ebi ema omo ba boarding na ye kire omo tactics in writing exams in the keka enye boni because you see who call even job interviewer you go for tutorials because enye bibia na wunim it's possible say wunim but you don't know how to answer questions make I say madam fobi extra fie etro wanko classes ekotro SSC otro ye no wonya C++ bebre o ka kire me say the ha ne kese pa ne say we waste time on questions so say questions do ba no woni nyina but what be wie copy say wie but these are things that who secondary school ye kire wo say o fa pe de wonim pa no shrontem na brade wonim no na ye kire taxes ni nyina na o de atro so a very important obi catch say in the last 6 months obi after 6 months akola 6 months now we are preparing for exams now I know kire say ontimi preparing for exam oboa a day in the teacher for 6 months no they can prepare them to write any exams 6 months I'm telling you because that is what happens in every school that is one. Two is that make bisa omo say teacher for no omo de anije na ye adwuma na you started free secondary school who say akwani problem kakra wo ho teacher for no any workers awo adwuma school mu hu nyina yenim so mo problem kakra because nkolara be doso eti e wo say yenso eboa wo e di allowance ma ko miensa bai bako e allowance a yetua ma omo e wo your friends say first year January and yetua sa allowance no e de ma omo sa allowance no your friend teacher contingency also be refuse allowance in ye de bro mo a na area to school na account mo no ma chama workers ni nyina including pantry for ni na keka ho as a motivation for them sa allowance na ban ba e wan tua kra ye the continuous professional development allowance and digital allowance so be kan ho eno so na nka wo se wo tua and also abina ntua
within 6 months and on kopem some furniture no one tua na share
the oka say obetua kra ne say oka so obetua ne September last month oka so obetua last month no e ba he no na eni ho teacher for starting there so e mfum so adentina obi enya wo say da wan tua tika ni bia ba kokra ka o controller general wo starting there so na e mfum so again eduane ankola ni di you position mudiaduani papa ntia ba a part of NDC manifesto manifesto on education almost omo ba aduane a you supply from central government no be bama teacher headmasters no mako edwem no mako to aduane na ba ene according to Haruna Idrisu omo yes our experiment no headmasters omo feed nkwala ni yi etiama o magye efro omo 70 this academic year omo first can enfama headmasters bio. So even feeding was a problem.
Okay.
Within the last 6 months. And don't you know any problem when you know dear ye can you na ye ka kosin say when you know ye no ye review sir. Ye looking at what is happening today. But the most important thing say you walk and say the expert na kai no. You who the chief examiner's report now. And no na bema ye hu baby a e na ye say na invigilation and ekoso. You see in 2013 23 Enkwalani pasi ya nipa makuma 10 West Africa nyina 2023 misi 2023 West Africa nyina no yeka se enkwalana top 10 students in na omunya Ghana for President Mahama kujira baby ko kasa ya mankwalana ko pay eti 2024 omunya invigilation NC die in the history of this country schools makuma 314 ye would hold do resource ni buy na omu school nyina resource na yasum omo say there be omo suspect enfifimu ahwe se ampa no krepa se omo troya ene enkwala omo tro exams this year no schools na ya would hold omo results 184 so between timer you share because papeni no onye peni bia sao this is someone who was aspiring to be president of Ghana and a former president and can say yamankwala no copy so why intense 314 out of 1,000 schools, 1,000 schools. But 30% of the schools you will do more resourcing. ena omo ye nhwehwemu ebi ye release ebi kra ye ba ne omo kra ebi so ama omo anya ni akeka ho eti se wo ka chere se eno na ema omo ntimi anya yen bisa ye ho se enkwala e tertiary institution ene 80% of enkwala omo tertiary institution nyina e free senior high school graduates eti se ene ye ka chere se nurses omo ewie school omo ba omo nyina e substandard teacher for omo ba ya omo wie school in the last 3-4 years omo nyina e substandard omo university ene omo wie university in the last 4 years nyina no e substandard omo nyina e product of free senior high school omo nyina ene oko university bia tertiary institution bia enkwala e wo hu nyina no e wie free senior high school
me da say awal me da say messages ni bia ba mamemfa ebinfemu ansana ya so Eric Bentum edi about say the submission from the NDC man. Can we therefore also say someone deliberately failed the students to reduce the burden on the NDC stress-free policy for first year? We say yasama obisa saso ena keke kaswa ediaba. Or say the government have to employ the youth to work and stop unnecessary things and jokes. Oh, I said the very important to Mr. Menkasa. Papa Echo, few months for my exams. I want to stay in the school. Okay, I want to stay in the school. Danny from Belgium. Okay. This guy, okay. Makacho, Mr. Wasam, no the banner say, I'm sorry, mean to me, and kind and far and mount. Now, optimistic Ediaba. Awal Mohammed, okay. Kwamina is, in fact, it is, okay, yo. I love how the panelists are comporting themselves, but I know one will start his thing soon. Won't mention names. Okay, so don't mention any name because nobody will start anything. Emmanuel Wilson, this is why okay. Who told you we are all free SHS students? We say, hey, boy, Gabriel. And so they are day Abba and no. Yet, but you say,
I say, and 80% because I mean, so maybe a way 10 years ago, say, but about 80% of all those in tertiary institutions
okay, Mate, yo, Boko conflict mediation. Parties embrace after final meeting. Asante Hine to present peace plan to President Mahama. And ye something Kenya me check aside ye tanse nra na mediation e koso no utwahomfo yini e de bai saso na do bokata no so e de abase e ya fa enumi enuni nyina wo mu ano mo mata no nkomo mkodi ende na ye kokoa mu asem na mom omu pie ya wo mo ba no na safa no obi etutu powder de gu ne ho wonhwe we say lawyer no aba be chia we say na we die ano mudi nkomo fe nti ehwe ni mo ne na papers na de abeto edwa wo kire mu say His Royal Majesty Otumfo Setutu was say Sabi de wodi nyina aba na wie ye nkomodi a ekoso na die nhyehyeye wo honom no anasa report wo hodo bekwa akoma eyo mampanyini na na montu esese o mampanyini etu no na kyese wahwe so etu fa ya mesha se e de free ho
ayi ma da se may some quick you be ketu me I can say 2013 14 15 there about no conform past year no about 23 between 23% to 30%.
32
to 32%.
Yes.
And we are seeing in 2025 and so say more passing no omo 48%.
Yes, 48.
Now you see there's you must understand what every society needs. It is not about quantity but quality. And say 2013 ho urban percentage of those who passed no lesser. It should tell you the quality of systems or measures that were put in place under that government. Why is it that the same government comes again and then this time around your 50% that you were saying that they passed and more no? Now we are seeing a reduction because they have put back the same measures. I say non copy. That is not to say time 2013 14 etc. not young copy. But some measures needed to be put in place. What's the past question? It is not the responsibility of Abanse on past questions and farmer students. We have never practiced this until mobile
For I don't want to say, I don't say in the way it's so very relieving, the burden on parents, be on one case or past questions.
I'm a past questions,
because yes, free SHSE by Nani and I say, I will be no intimate, seek a some more dema woman.
Past questions. Past questions. Between 12 cities and 15 cities.
Need
less.
Oh, no, say now amount and total amount in here saying
about 32 million.
64.
The number of students so are here the Koma woman.
Yes, and you must understand. So say, even that. Oh, you see. People just
around.
No, you see, it was sent to the schools by the number of the people there.
It was one of the scandals.
School secretariat in the talk.
It was one of the scandals of the previous administration. Top past questions. Can say the last 6 years, no, Ghana students almost top here. Yes. They topped because the malpractices were so heavy.
And why you know medical doctors
look at it. You can't say what fairy you see, let us not reduce the discussion to that because I'm top here and I'm top me.
They are topping it at the university.
So that university by outcast and there were not good materials for university.
Which university?
Legon can't be. Other universities.
Which Legon? That is not true.
We have been told that university these days, no.
Some individual NBC lecturers
and then those two more say headmasters.
Yes.
Your promises say the headmasters. Yes, and they fulfill that promise. If they have realized that there's a problem and they have gone to reverse it. What is wrong about that? It means that there are prudent measures. If you don't follow the prudent measures, we will take it back.
And when they say trust,
anyway, what do you have?
Mr.
And this topic, I have a serious interest in it because there's something happening with baby so Ghana. Now, first of all, no better for us. Now, the president knows what I say. As the President of the Republic of Ghana, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Now you sign that ahemfo and then crofo power more omuko share o manshia. Na enne yete ensem Sabra chieftaincy dispute. Em fahwe mre o man bia. Litigation man so twen. Em fam punto mre o man bia. As I most of the areas are Ghana are deprived of certain social amenities. The fact say I remember, and that I use it as an example. Back in the 90s, now there was this chieftaincy dispute being Tawantawa Kakra. It was a also area, western of where I am free. Now then PNDC are buying the soldier for go for years on end. 83 mo be also hatin e koma ba na ese sika ye die mponto nyuma wo no en assembly no de be feed soldier for no en na say en na ban be feed wo enti ebedum pempen so a aban na nsem agogo enti akuyafo a mo ho no within the catchment of western north no ho na soldier for mo tu o mo cars mo muntunyi a trucks akesera no mo ndam fu mema ma mo titibili ye ba ye bisanse hwan ya fu ni ayamsu apan di an say hwan ye kosra no ye twabi dabi. It's like they are going for excursion omo ndam ba bi obehu afu bia na omo tiesi se body o a mature you no mo twa nti impontudwuma ebo se you also anasa western of period no for some years nti it is so everywhere. Remember another example which is not related to say chieftaincy, but would you be a course was a also a chepa, a course or a secretary by emphasis? It's a say,
Coefficient,
a covas up to date. It is a dent on secretary say ye kunipa. And even to post somebody there, no say was a kunipa, but that is not the case. In crime, and I say across the country, ye kunipa everywhere, every day, more or less, or at least every month, ye bekas will be a kunipa, and every 6 months, bekas will be a kunipa. But that particular killing of Kofi Nsroma, I know for Bimoko Kono for rituals. No. I feel that print media, no colored. I remember all these things very well. Now you print no more front page in the colored. And it be a middle page. Into your combine for the first time, you say nipa equally petty. I ye piano. Or money in Abutoye. Those people were killed. Me fee say she eba and crying. Now me watch her jolly. The jolly JSS and I'm kono. Ye beza, there be a mechanic assembly. Ye beza, near friend or another librarian, near friend of Sadiq. Or Tiala, I think so. Now, yes, before no more for spare parts. Until up to date, who can say who post to teacher when across a area or more dreaming and say you couldn't because you are sure motive for Kofi Nsroma maybe see some pencils and so cry. You couldn't patching will be a then just a young and craphone a kunipa, right? Exactly, you see, until it has happened so. Until baby biara a video hono mpuntu juma elaki omo, and it is great in the northern part of this country where nkrofo adja to omo say ompese omo de ntawantawa assassinity ntokwanti chieftains nti omo kunik pa for no reason yakotohwe ehye bus so na ya bon nkrofo tu enti nkrofo ba ho abaye mpuntu juma omo suro. I commend the chiefs. Not just accept to say more abajia to say you smoke peace pipe. Or one person taking it upon themselves to educate their people in their language. Or more this information about supply or more information vans, in my opinion. No more found go into the villages to tell the people say we are one people, no matter where you are coming from. No young children no ma say or more a kosoya and fampo to Juma Emaho. No investor, as we speak, will want to go to a certain part of the northern region say Okwakwe investment, because one and a typical example is Boko conflict. Boko so can because of the fact that I hear say omu very versed in business trade in Sanoma and can couple with Nkrofo so baby invest and can Boko be man and can be there's competition in this country in terms of omo development. So yet we can never stoke fire say but no, it is wrong. Pamocho ye better for this one. The better we can say some medium kesiwe. Ye the better pamocho say nipa kum difficult, but some of you find it easy to do. Nya dia ebe boamo muntie mo ahemfo no resolution ebe ba ha ne recommendations ye be omori be ba no munsom, no matter which tribe you are, we are all human beings first and we are all Ghanaians second. And please more actually, whether politicians or businessmen are more benefited from these entire across the world, the northern part. Yeah, pamocho. Look, you can build 1,000 houses in Ghana and I says, yes, single person would you. One day you are ready to be and a bed. So you are real born no crop and no crop anka and need the hawker. But so big crazy can only general to travel. And no be a boa papa no need to be so a boa. It's animalistic, ye pamocho. Ye pamocho the be a pamocho. The northern part of Ghana and every part. And in conclusion, I would send a special message to the IGP and probably even the president. Per my investigation, and I said, no, Mama Matitino, in Suatre, there's a similar situation at Ebu Boba.
Okay.
And Omampayini Sautia, and no, even apart from Omampayini, the local government minister, our Emma Dafu, Honorable not IGP, so Ghana Police Service. A whole man say, or him or Honetoya. The Jacoban say, so mode. Na ye will get a so mo supply or modo mo crofo eba na mo vetu o mo na ye obi em say when you want to kakra bi ba ho o hema no e the key emma the friend say ni fahene emma make the command police commander no wo at the time say because of internally key didn't call that himfie police key no young command police for Nendaho. Regional commander and later no. Or the key no be ma jase hene. Key no or him the command or the ma a fence if I some fan command police for.
And no faith is not the bridge jase.
Jase.
I don't know what's
yes, or him no so free. Until there's the need for restoration. Until ahimfie no nkasa kropo no nkrofo a me mate se omote ho nkrofo be se nan bi omote sa ahimfie no omote ho in custody se omohwe so ama gate bi meanwhile no as we speak no yewo a substantive ohene ho ne din me bo hada bia baranka ye fa no obrempon na na kwan kwesi the friend say the third enti other gate no so e compete.
Okay.
And he said, Abai and as a local government minister and a Ghana police service, so one confirm man to talk a man saf one baby as I said, Kone Yam Fan Kwa and Cherry BBC. Yes, and these are the things I say on mine.
But there be a mechanism chieftaincy dispute. The way say
I'm telling you.
And the sad thing is unlimited to crony pay. Ne environs ni ade nyina so it me affect
yo intermediate me sre o man pay me sre local government minister me sre IGP sa insuatre issues na me matin o mon solve na ankofa other things like boko de amba.
Okay abuja penye
ene abia me da say na no koreni awa say di na echi a nya topic into be nka obobo yo me ni na echi Uncle check it 2018-2019. One kasa one result I will produce you. No koka 2013-2014 to 2015. Tie 2013. Me ni nechi intime bone 30 seconds no jai. 2013 enipa e qualify 2013-2014 academic you know. Na 2013 year 313,846, but the following year, no, 2014, 2015, percentage. You see, what percentage now? More figure on cash here. Okay. 20 increase. I could do 333,817. 2024, 2014, 2015. 20,000 students within a single academic year ever Ghana been see that. You should tell him that one.
So you
understand? Because you know, go to 2018, 2019, don't go here. You just Google it right now, you will see. Me kwa wong kasa one report. Me na me time we ni hoti. Na me jai. In chon fan tour. Na ye can say what Baba say. If me yi manim. You and the president, former government, Mobile saying school education. People don't want to say it.
Why almost saying what they
want to be tapo.
Say creating, avenue for Mofrado donor to have access to the education and not necessarily.
I know you can push everybody in education. Some friend said to one confirm her. Me the Jamaican say when the I confirm say my friend Ankasa. Eba out to the car say when you power what the man want and told. He said it here. And I thank God say my integrity is intact.
I poor their mama.
He said also student no cocaine. He also student in Ankasa admitting. I can say upon what the man want. No, he said it here. Yo, maybe I'm catching a ball. He confirmed what I said.
Say Enqualano and Cressa and Qualano, Eco Dinaye, Eco Cansan, some no. But the only thing they say, yet all a yin amount, which is a matter of public records, Ukrawabo price, for we are friends saying past questions. And a Toma Munina, set one from prepare, or the other apo. One at apo.
Onim.
It means
okay.
You know, you won't many money. You see, Mammy Casa Michel. The eye Cosunia and young Iowa Hyena, you bet me, I say, see no evil, hear no evil. Not that we are not in this country. No school for near, never bad me driver and say, it's many years had any be that. And my Mibushi and the Biana, my banner, you know. No way, son. I could do better in a war. awotumi yɛ saa de no mu sɛ ne ba pass no na ni nyina akɔ asɔre ana mosque no hwɛ de ba nim wo ayi
what the trend
so panya ka 3 minutes or 5 minutes why is it 2 minutes CCA
amenya nto na memra sɛ mo huna me huna ma ti
it's there one also cuz all the address ya ni ka so so
huna me na ti na woni say stakeholders ya say okay o konya no no akọfa bai say ye wi fi Catholic bishop for
3 minutes
e mo won san begetum
o da so di na
wo san begetum mo wo bai aba ne de won ka ni aba all listen it's a listening government into ojitum about 300 stakeholders 300 stakeholders and aba no won koye good na ye kan say ye nuanom a eye boko nsɛmsɛm wondi na ya normally menye yinti bi wo ma ma kyerɛ wato ba bi say kusasi na mampurusi na nanka wo say ofuntum bereku denche bereku ya no ma wo ngafurubom nso wodidi a wofom na dua biara e batabuo bia ni twaitwana na mpayinofo aka se tiniti enka enkyerɛ sɛ abɔntenso ni emefa nkodi koko ne ma na dede ma na chawe ma wonyina yɛ korɔbɔfo ma nti wo pa kyerɛ sɛ mampurusi ni kusase fon wonware won ho da obi mfa ne ba ma obi aware da obi ni obi ankotena classroom da obi ni obi nya adwuma obi ni obi ntu kwankohia wa abrochira na ama no ne da. So what is all these things? Yem papa sabi no kan be ache. And also mame abrewa bi onama no ku hu se mofra marema abobor wo park so. Na bor na wo boni kiki. Unse wo ko na wo yapimu ya hwefom bura na wo ya se na referee ahia be ni ade onte ase ti ogina wa no furu bi te. Na ede na ade na wo ye. Na mofra wo prepare wo ho wo kontokwa puship no so agwere na wo di ball na wo hu ade na esi wo sa pole go post ne den we so di wo bi na wo ngai wa ha no so wo boboro na na ekoto pole no ma kyase wo ngadi nkonim e wo we mo so we mu no so yesa na wo kudu a na wo di nkonim na ma me abere wa oh na ninti de wo ku gidigidi sai and why yes I prepare wo hu aye nti ebi mo tofo ma anwea ne ade and wo nyai so we mu do boro no aka we mu nyina ho no fa nkoto poro no wo wi a we mu nso nye no wonya na sa fa nkoto poro na nya dodo asem ni titie ni ani tire me di kanka se tinka just abonten so ni ba sa ntokwa na mo ya wo kan bi chieftaincy dispute no sa crisis no dangerous retire progress development in koso education hospital into una why say ma doctor egban afi won so we am kanwa ana uti pai wa hin obeko awo kanwunia ana sebi yemfa asem nto ba bi na wakwa akonya akwanhia hin obeko de man da munyina mu yabusuya koro yesire mu bebre yenuanom sese mampani aba odi asem na kwakoma otumfuo otikokwo so ene ne mpanofo won afrefre mo mamako kama numa asem ne ade nyina afane afa kana asem ofie chi eni abofono se makwa fie wi a na mu bia anko ne fe ho anyepe ye de beto bible ho se obi onim nyansa otiso okraman a obefe no wakofa ne fe nti kusasifo ene mampusifo yesremo niama kwakwaye ne kyerɛ sɛ aka na mambrem ene menim sɛ mumu bi yɛ Christians mumu bi nso yɛ Muslimifo kyerɛ sɛ mumu bi yɛ nyinaa kyerɛ sɛ de ayakɔfe ofe na ayafie gu hɔ no enya de ayɛbɛsan akɔ yɛmfe no ho biem monka saa nkyerɛ Ghana fo nyinaa na monka saa kyerɛ sa Ghana fo nyinaa sɛ ne nyinaa yaka abom sɛ de yakɔkohyia na ne yɛ fɛ ne sɛ abe be ye fe na ye anije eya homka ne se wo kwan no wo nga fi ahemfi wo nyina no epie na mra wo pie no ne e da wo mu ne se wo nyina bo modinga ene wo nga chitafu nyina ma won sa so wo nga di nkonim kusase fu pie wo so wo nga di nkonim malpractice for PA was not in Kodim. I mean, you know, say, I had the Bakua, Ebe Buomo, I had the Bakua, Ebe Bua or Mangano, no Ghana man to me a tumpong, and Tokwa and Foshi, ma, Quincy Kojo, it is a Sia Muyas Adi, Nayao. Yabo modinga se fa se wo kusasi meme ya mampurusi na me no wa kuntokwa na nyame nchaade ye nyina kwa kopue wa manone se kuhie hu US e bia World Cup e bebai ya kwa kuhie ho ne yesi kwa support Black Stars ha ni hu wa metu bachia ho bebi ya me betene wo betumi abetene ho se so ye hwe na ye de sa ne ma wo nyina tu ne ye bo mputu boku ye ti boku nyale o boku nye kuro bi ye kitikiti kura boku ye enipa wo ye warriors.
That's my hometown.
Oh, yeah. I never knew this. Yes, you see, yes, but the whole thing is a nipa bi aboku nkan ye tete boku no uti boku am say ye wo so yo fi boku unso bi a owa hoden na owa nyonyam oso memman kasa huwon
Yes, business
guys
share with your friends Ayarga there.
Yes,
Mahama Ayarga me mami Mampusini.
Na ne papa
Kusasini.
Can you imagine?
So he is just in the middle.
And
you almost to be a fee. And that's how it is. So said now can say our US. It's not even about US. Accra. One in the Nimi area bako.
Yes.
And to quanti when you now to Accra. Maybe a Marco share office, I'll be to my friend. That's the question. You understand? Because even Accra, share Oko Techimai. Kumasi. Any Accra ha baby a business ni nyina ha omu nyina fi boko almost omu nyina
yes
because a hono na ye business center even today ukọ boku kurom ho you be shocked say aha na ekono even today a ho ye shichen even in Bolga but unfortunately in Tokwa ama normal be bria say in the last 10 years nipa wu hono it is uncountable dudu a etimi hu any de bia no bo say media kakra kanu ya kase yaku 10 yaku more than 100 see so wo busuani wo ho ana wo behu pa say ampa wo beti say the entire house yakop wipe wo nyina
I remember
so ade no ehu chen de ye hu no de me de pa ni say enra epie say de wa kan no omo pie ye no obi e hagene lawyer obi e hage say o ya dim kunim enu kire wo say ye betimi enya your friends lasting peace na ye nyina no ye pe wo ho no hwe de si wo dagon omuko ya for years eminent chiefs no otumfo e de animu na yiri ene eye your friends yagonwura e ka bomu etena ase omu ye ya timi ya omuma lasting peace by intene ye identify obi ase wo ya budu obi andani unse nipa no wo da gumba ni eno an da gumba and they are living in harmony now since I see any na BBS in time otumfo start you know in 2024 okay say o started this mediation of Boku around 2023 no na ofre omo faction by faction wan ka omo mom ofre first faction and mobile in the tenancy and some Fred other faction or mobile or tenancy in 2024 and see still na a faction now but 2025 and started Ephraim Kabum it will say omunyina no eba na omo de omo reps nyina aba first and crown omo say I am mass supporters in number area because omo ba so wafa here my share area ho obehu say the entire area security for us around ho nyina. But I know that you na huge security compared to Tamana or more na or mediation and I mean who say ampa I said who said there will be some lasting solution to the AC
and even those who live within exactly they also come
because you see I didn't know aqua to the extent that in Ashanti region Kumasi this is about 3-4 months ago or hene ba akwa o me pese me bo e friends say tribe ni din but wo furu boko ho ono so etini fie anim asawase
yes
ya be bolu to oku ya bolu to oku no affected me because unu say 3 months ago ya the curfew etu asawase and its environment say ye nhye smoke after 6 p.m. Me call as well say community center pharmacy bi wo ho badam for bi pharmacy and me call ho me tena ho amado bo be 5 something say hey who refi say yen she smoke because baby atem kana police barrier nyina e wo ho and me too me car me ko do aboabo ase ho a na car no age no ho me so me smoke me ho fa me that day pa because exactly obi try be chime
so obeka ya asase mo ya wo about smoke betra ha kan say potentials in the north and I say say ha no yenim say smoke no do na you produce free northern part of
yes
this are a common buy no na ekoba na say we share smoke so do you know the implications beba bedum pempe so bi ante say beba smoke
yes obeto aje say we share outside
any other person we share smoke smoke is a traditional way you say feeling of what
I don't know yes now say omo alefti a me ne efiefo nkasa but me nim say omo alefti a when say motorbikes kura no edru ba bi ya banning from yam full motorbike within the Baku township yam pinima own full motorbike edru ba bi omo ka say obe full motorbike no ebo 6 ama obia entina motorbike so edru ba bi kura de omo eyi motorbike no kura fi ho kura say omo pinima obia enyusu motorbike because omo ye drive by shooting no usually omo ti motorbike achi and omo so the ese no me ye beda otumfo asipa we say ono de o start here na o start ema ebonidiki Solomon first na we any say Ashanti region na dispute o hu nyina na ozo ni nyina
another interjection so we dey
na me crash me wie no be
na is it not beautiful is it not beautiful but at the same time Warren just said asemba de bia se otumfo ene nkwotra de sabe bokwa hemfo akese anase Ghana hemfo akese mama ye nka se daachin ye se asem bia se bebe ne yakofre bokwa
so but eno the America they say first one I hear dagon no eye otumfo ene nayiri ene yagbonwura ene kabomu ye
okay
but wo hwe we na because of the interest I woman odi Nairi shemu anyeye the reason is that Nairi eye mampurisi so mampurisi for ni kusasi for na enya again say odi eye we enso ebeka ho a yabonwura beka ho a ebe 2 so usually in mediation ye per odd number 3 5 say ebe ya omo abetina say akọ so we no ye jama otumfo say onye and again the oye ne say ono oni sa kingdom yi me ka say asanteman any kingdom yi atna say for a longer time eti onimomo ukọ ba bia mosi hene efie ewo just alabawa nachi eye moshizongo ena we your friends and baby a mampusi heni efie wo no to otumfo ni your friends palace no just houses we be kan be 5 and 6 asa na wadu baby a mampusi heni fie ewo sabonzongo ho so eno no onimomo eni mamamre ni ntina na all start no we invite omo first or invite kusasi for and also invite exactly so a good omen I chere say so obi ansi madim kunimu a eno chere say at least what the ade ne ba antiase because me ka setama omuye sa dagbon de no omo ba ya obedu Jubilee House na omu nyina no epie ya na omu nyina ani age ansa na omo ba ya ye ba verdict no ema BBNC eti ye dana say at least oni ni mpanimfo nyina say omatimi aye we no ye bompa ye say verdict na e beba no ombe sum senye dagbon de e ba ye na ebi ebunjuso but omusomu ema omo kan say yemma eye asumdwe enreni yeah problems I want say enye say bia I'm not saying say e hayen but obi bia wo ofiri boko bia no ene enkwala ni bebre ebu ye ho me enkwala ba mi hensa e wo me ma me ho sisi ya omo firi boko na ye do omo aba me firi o mi krom no so we because e ho no enkwala no kran timi nko school ye ni nyina say curfew ba for 3 weeks na oko school wey eti ema edusia kura akofom se ye suma obi kura se onko ye adwuma wo ho as a teacher osuro senate office osuro ni na keka ho ebeduru ba bi na productivity kura anko enko so enti ye besere se ade ne ba ye nyina ye nsum se ne lamofo so mu a omu nyina no e kan se let's yema peace and reign se ne be ya nyina ye betimi atena so dwem
mabda wo say said na me say me we na me say oje ma no me bonita na anyumfo na se no yawo atwe ya adwere gina bebe so o say we on hina ma hu so mranyam we on hina ma wo hu mranyam na ma nipa mu because ahine de nkan aye ni ma hine no ni nim say ahine de una subject ni nyina ye dey e hye wase apart from ukuru ese mmea ye atwa ho ahia no mu so ahine we di odi ne ho ni na enu echi ni o mampani ana mampanimfo nso ebedi ebu o man no so de nidi aye dey amawo sani a otumfo eyeyi yeda na se se wonga edu ba bi amanfo frɛ ne King Solomon na o se nyansa ewo ne team ewo mu so ne na ahemfo ena eye but ne ekɔ no se respect ewo ho a enu na fe de betumi aye dey aboa ena security ewo se de aye kan no yen security personnel no so on say ye deploy nkrofo ko wa sometimes on bias no ye bem once one hwe no wanyo ni because bible kraka so we osere ni ahwe no wanyo bi hen wo mro nipa ne nya hwe ye anya ni hen wo mro nya wo hwe ye yenu no mu so wo hwe nra na esi ya nka bibia da di ntiro se we so obi di moto abobo ya akosua nkrofo bi na ye gigi but one kasa wo come on down that's what we want the security were able to tame the situation, calm them down. We pay no be jubilating, no be say victory. One year sa and me chief of staff for woman share at the statement haba. Or the by name say our friend Kofi Badu. Yeah. Chief of Kofi or the statement haba. O say or that one nyina friend nyina ase. Na mum say no tumfo e ba be no report. Na or the nyina akoye dey. Akoma mampani na mampani nso etumi agina so. Na wakane eba afenu baby a bebeto bia no eyemprowim na ye nyina yenyentum se de ye de kan aka no na menim kura sa awa efi ho be me kan ya mebobọ so se de be ya wo betena sumdwe ma no jetum so no kura ofi ho this is what we want so at least so no awa eye kusawuni na yenya mamprosini ewo mi area minim se me ni wo metumi aton se didi a mi nsuro. The moment I want cananta no ehu bebo me because bibia wo be affect me into area what in environment kura what no we be say esu ni faso be implications e wo man ni nyina anti ye da won say enade wo motuye nkotweri baby a etweri na asamrofi
say ya say o kokrom ho a I say wo dey escort even today o kwa udru baby a was say escort police ni soldier for and escort wa ema wakodru krom ho it's just
and that is ankora say jai enokora jai
but you see ya the soldier ni okan say security na deploy ko ho ya the soldier ni bi buy for 6 months no be am for escort nko I don't know why he was changed no say muko na mubotu a obeba area ho abuo bia sir yes I don't know in public but say mubotu area ho your friend say intelligence or intelligence or form obi timi shada ekogina baabi ekobotu ni say na ba ya yankobu area no okọ ohun baabi a etu on free ba okọ a be ma bia oho bia no ye bono eti edu baabi na omunye eba from kakra but I think he was changed alongside and at the end of the escalate.
As someone I walk on my own idea, chato, Madaro Manti, Mobonete, my Yebreno Ason, Mahama forward EC chair, SP removal petition to CJ. Na abayi kasama for honorable Felix Kwacho for soon didn't say me ebetuja say ebra Ura Joseph Blankson Ajumaji ono enkane no ye adwuma ewo EC nti ameka se enkane osusa asemi baya na ne ho bom mu osusa eye machines be ni ade okoton ya enam so momode ni kopie mu wo eye dansoman court ma ye interdict no and papa the petition course ye eye EC chair ni 2 deputies asabe so no other petitions so akọ ka ho ma ne edu ama wo se SP ene EC chair ene 2 other deputies are more electoral commission honomo enyi wo na o honorable Felix Kwachu for the justice abidi o panyina da na e de ama justice bafoboni se won hwehwem na mmara no ekwan no won fa ento honomo royal me sha say the flow
that's no kwan so am but before say me sha say I mean can say who say
I ma mensre
oza no for no awa mo ka ho omo bu omo panfo papa na oba radio settings no nkramofo bu omo panfo papa so I want to pray and hope say with this asema ye dia eba bibia conflict will be ano omo fa obuo a omo wo omo panfo no emfa ntofom na obia now there's this gun amnesty omo wo tu omo area ye pamocha look feel free na fetu no ko na koje de ese woje ebeboa na ye mfa mo nhihye ndwuma mu te say the aban ya introduce yes something do something for yourself and can say would this tune share for future engagement no mo join gun amnesty na e tune so nte
so with the 2 minutes
the reason I say fast but 7th January na ba we dey afi back okay start bra chepa o ankrofo e da so go Jane san na nkrofo boss masari ya pam mo ache I'm telling you
because you pam mo say bibia de mra
emra na dey na petition na dey anyway me so
why den yank ye pam mo ache
ma me transform electoral malpractices across boss masari be gina bontin can say this is a threat to democracy mo dey matembeka afen so ma me tran ho e ma limited registration no me car or parties boy na car individuals boy because you see bim or see bim amma ni ko dum pempen so I see a passing crowd one point to another now in the whole world Ghana to say one of the radical countries across the African continent and can to see in the first electoral results 6 different type of results it being see we are so that is so that bim microphone ye ko bisa mama o se o mu ye election ti and I'm say hey madam na den ye ko disco bi and stampede see ye no mu ya na wo se ye electoral reasons to no ye to aba we ho declaration ayam ye declare ni ye and antawantawa ba ye was to west world ye nyina ye wo ha no ma bebre me bo no tofa no ma me no oni boss masare ne nkrofo no no ma omo de electoral commission na ye no abesi some pempesu o that's what they should count themselves lucky say ya ben bia and can by now when initiative process within the first quarter no eligi wo nyina fortunately aban we ya fa omo campaign say oba obeyi omo say we say dun kwacha ko kan bibi that is neither here nor there it was after election obi be send question no cancer but on Charlotte was say NPP campaigned upon it was one of their campaign pillars say ye ba ebeyi no and they did until me I will go for me I will be happy say in the near future NPP back power no mo say electoral commission wo chief justice wo ho omo mpenu omo yino
is it the best
you see
royal
it is not the best but when it's
talking about even our judicial system send to aban bia beba and obesisa chief justice
it will depend on your conduct it will depend obi e show kutu pass me do she ha na yes abedin mame wo ya katamu kakra
enti let's assume say ya petition ya ko ise ko ba me say justice bafboni ne hwehwe mu nyina wie na so kaso bi antansa ye de bona na se bi petition no nsema e wo mu no is neither here nor there enti me fanya adwuma what would you say
ye be bogu because ye de mra na ye adwuma ba me mom na be me ya me say the
so why we are task so
say you hwehwem because they say nam machines ho nti so the petition ho and so you be hwehwem pa also petitions ye de kwa enye ni na meritorious e bi wo ha be ka say oh we no de buy no bi enam we so it needs strong EBR nti eno kropo ye mfanka na say 1 or 2 things we on between the account na ya to be agu on be krokro ni nti ye na so wura bafo bon say the ade na me ho ye gina so yi electoral commissioners na enye yi a no me ade na betumi aka Fast na me ya kasa de ya shime papa. Because seriously speaking, for way electoral commission no more supervising over the past 8 years no or more bonkun or more anya no me fata and more Ghana your democracy no e ko yie. The same applies to the judiciary. And I want to believe, sir, there will be fair and firm balancing of the judiciary. On the OSP, yes, and also on the position, I have never criticized the OSP. A previous administration, they created, no. And they are the same people who have fought the OSP up to date. In terms of no say they are born, young say bibi wo mu a say general so e pam no ye defo for ba na ankoye political say aban we buy no wa be pam no no de ono ne dia ba because we no eye NPP for na nkasa na call for his head
na easy so him for na call for the head
the EC the general public even the EC and it is true even the EC NPP for no most of them are calling for her head NPP they are calling for the head of the EC. Because some feel say la show no matter how want to me.
But some people to advocate and say OSP in office no you dissolve a cra na yenya any OSP bia and also
You see, as far as there's no duplication of duties between OSP, Attorney General, your friends Yoko Nsroma. See you na see between first na Yoko na SFO and ya chisana ba Yoko. Now see you na say Yoko betumi aye adwuma na OSP eye no why not me say ba wo be gu so pe MPP for be sorry say omo pe omo kro no aboni nti no e na officer ya create say mehwe na yen socket asose ne proya no omo aba be gu no
na wo MPP for adwene
MPP for the na political parties there we no be adwene parties there if you are a political animal you know you can preview views so NDC scrapua or make us see but meanwhile they are the same people fighting their own OSP NPP good is NDC good is see or make us say omo no abo nti ye see be good no dia and ye make sure say be my ati ase say ye de akwo maybe Yoko ase and no ya ati ase yi
okay mate abusa panyin we dey miss hotel so na e bre na so
e da say easy electoral commission.
For some person who hear winning, so I know we say.
Omunshia me. Omunshia me for water. Omehumi. Unse easy electoral commission. Na nempenim for down no and I Jemensa on a easy boss na need 2 deputies. Enya atano akasa bebere. Unse and you're in charge of IT in the crowd, no, you one communication director. They were born Dr. something. On the crowd, by now NDC petition, Council of State. As I'm more catching there or qualifying to know. Yes, any problem. I mean, can't say, we knew my panel the way. They be me blame Supreme Court then. So we allow Jemensa. Now went to me answer for no any nyuma waye was supervising. Acha status of a question or friends who mejina adakem. And na justices nankasa eye enim yeboa justice former CJ. Kachen so ntwen the beba mmere bi beba obeba be girem no answer. Emiri ni bi no wo say by force.
Enya by force or didn't to me and I say emrano and so
much. No, Mrebia ni ho.
Na Mrebia
ni ho. Woman citing Mrebia.
Citing no man citing and I say per the constitution, no.
Constitution. Oh, mama, what say? UTA, meaning say problem be ba. We no production team, but we now we face. Two now be year no ama won. Production team will never come here. You speak on their behalf. Inti yedi yisi abatu nyina she Jemensa nsa and we announce result 6 times wo manyimu adwuma waye finally the result no samboro so 100.3 ewie chi no ko fa John Mahama vote and hotel so e wo Eastern region hotel so ansa no benya that 100% and otumi now announce here be sabri and yet wo and yes yo yate ye nya sa de ni biem nkrofu bi te say sa Santron Kofi akpafu lolobi and lipe 4 solid years when you be on the 6th at the chair to aba and a James had a letter I come out once a mo or chinaba the mon 2b because I sit in the Macacoca and coffee who the woman I don't say one. I have to do this because we matter and they do it. Maybe I don't know for that.